United States versus Nixon. A congressional hearing about President Nixon's Watergate break-in scandal revealed that Nixon had a recording device in the Oval Office. The prosecutor that ran the case wanted the recorded discussions to help prove that Nixon and accomplices had abused their power and had broken the law. Nixon's unwillingness to meet the demands of the prosecutor was eventually taken to the Supreme Court. What was the Watergate Scandal? Watergate was a political scandal that occurred after the break-in at the Democratic National Committee, the DNC, headquarters at the Watergate office in Washington, D.C. President Nixon's administration tried to cover up their involvement. Watergate criminals. President Richard Nixon. President Richard Nixon was behind the Watergate scandal and led an extremely corrupt administration. Knowing that he would be impeached in due time, he resigned from presidency, becoming the first president to resign. Watergate criminals. The Plumbers. John Ehrlichman was the leader of the Plumbers. The Plumbers were the White House's Special Investigation Unit. They were created to prevent information leaks and terrorized Nixon's rivals by burglarizing them. They played a big role in the Watergate scandal. Watergate criminals. Creep. The Creep was created to help get Nixon re-elected in 1972. They often used illegal tactics to meet their goal. The organization paid for the lawyers for the burglars, which linked Nixon's administration to the crime. Watergate criminals. Watergate 7. John Ehrlichman, H.R. Halderman, Gordon Strachan, Kenneth Parkinson, Charles Colson, John Mitchell and Robert Martin were all members of the Watergate 7. They were all President Nixon's closest advisors. They carried out many illegal activities and were in charge of the Creep and the Plumbers. Watergate criminals. Burglars. James W. McCord, Virgilio Gonzalez, Frank Sturgis, Eugenio Martinez and Bernard Baker were the 5 burglars that broke into the Democratic National Committee, which was located in the Watergate Hotel. This triggered the entire scandal and brought Nixon to his resignation. What crimes did the Nixon administration commit? Political burglary, bribery, extortion, phone tapping, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, tax fraud, illegal use of government agencies such as the CIA and the FBI, illegal campaign contributions, use of public money for private uses. Watergate Events. June 1972. Watergate break-in. May 1973. Senate investigates the Watergate break-in. June 1973. John Dean testifies before the Senate. October 1973. Saturday Night Massacre, which is a term used to refer to Nixon's dismissal of independent Special Prosecutor Archibald Cox, and the resignations of Attorney General Elliot Richardson and Deputy Attorney General William Ruckelshaus. July 1974. Judiciary Committee vote to impeach Nixon. Passes the first 3 articles of impeachment. August 1974. President Nixon resigns before the Judiciary Committee finishes the impeachment articles. Why the Watergate scandal was important. Following the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal finished destroying the faith Americans had in the government and built trust in media. It caused the destruction of the Nixon administration and changed the way politicians were viewed forever.